Tim Roye talking with Toney Douglas here at Warriors.com, the newest Golden State Warrior. We've been talking about a lot of different issues, but a couple of stats I'll let people know that 3 or 4 years in the NBA, you've shot 37% or better from the three-point line. You're an over 80% free throw shooter. Someone along the way taught you how to shoot the basketball.
Yeah, I work on my shot a lot. You know, I put the time in. That's one thing I do. No matter if I miss 10 in a row, I'm gonna shoot the next one like I made 10 in a row. That's how I am.
You'll fit right in with playing stuff.
I never lose my confidence, and it's always good to have your teammates and your coaches to know they have confidence in you. That's a great thing that'll help a player too. So that's the type of person, type of player I am.
I'm sure you'll find plenty of people to have shooting contests with on this team. There's certainly that. And the other part about it is I mentioned about you're playing defense on Steph. I mean, that's something that comes from, in here, inside the heart, and it's got to be a desire thing. At what point did you commit yourself to that?
I had to say, I started that once I transferred to Florida State from Auburn University. It was a guard league in the ACC conference, and the Chris Pauls, the Raymond Feltons, it was all in the ACC conference, and I challenged myself because I didn't want to get embarrassed against those. In my class, it was Jeff Teague, Ty Lawson, a lot of other players coming out of my draft in the ACC. So I just wanted to be two-dimensional. I didn't want to just be able to play offense. I wanted to do it on both ends of the floor. And it transferred over to the NBA because this is a guard league, and it's a long season too, 82 games. You gotta be able to keep your body healthy and maintain defense and offense, and stay healthy. So I take pride in it. That's what I do. It's something you can't really teach. You gotta have it in your heart. You can't. Some things you just can't teach. You gotta just grow up and say, I'm not gonna let this guy score on me, or I'm getting over this screen, I'm diving on the floor for loose balls. That's the type of player I am.
Because as you know, the Warriors made a big step forward last year defensively, and it's one of the reasons they improved so much. You come from a pro sports family. The Bay Area is a pro sports area. Unlike Georgia, where you're from, there is a conflicted attention here in the National Football League between the Raiders and the Niners. But I say that because your brother here, he plays for the Atlanta Falcons. Do you guys talk about the dynamics and the clubhouse and locker room stuff that goes on for pro sports? Do you guys share information?
Yeah, we share. One thing I see from my brother experience is he played wide receiver, slot receiver. So him, Rodney White, Julio Jones, and all those guys are like brothers. They're close. They do everything together. And that's really important when you go on the field and you have a bond off the court. Even the quarterback, even Matt, they hang out a lot. Everybody all hang out, Matt Ryan. So it carries over on the court. A lot of people don't think it does, but it has you trust one another, on the court or the field. And that's one thing I see here with the Warriors, playing against them last year, that they trust one another. When someone makes a mistake, they don't yell and cuss them out. They don't take nothing personal. They just pick them up and go into the next play. And that helps your confidence as a player, and that's the type of team I want to be on.
Now you've signed with the Golden State Warriors, but you're also married, so it's a family decision now. So tell us a bit about that. How did this proposal go over on the home front?
Our proposal happened in New York City when I was with the Knicks, and I was my second year. I was engaged to my wife now. She moved here in New York with me, and my son was born actually on my birthday. Oh, wow. During the season of my third year. Toney Douglas Jr.
There you go.
He's 16 months right now, and he's a special person. And I was telling my wife coming here, I said, "Oh, we have a long flight with a 16-month-old boy, so get ready when we get back here." But I think she'll love it here. It's just like New York in a way. San Francisco, you got Oakland, so it's a transition. But hey, I'm glad to have my wife and my son here with me to experience this moment.
Nothing better to come home after a game, win or lose, and there's somebody there that, especially with the kids, that they don't care what happened in the game. They just want Dad to go home.
Best feeling ever. Even come from a practice, have a bad day. When I open the door and my son say, Dada, everything is just out the window.
So here you are. You're now a member of the Warriors. We're in July. Are you ready for camp to start?
I'm ready. I'm ready to get started. I'll be here soon, back up here in a couple weeks to get settled, get ready for training camp, and go day by day.
All right. Hey, congratulations. We're thrilled to have you on board. We look forward to having another great year.
Thank you. Good to be here.
All right. I'm Tim Roye for Warriors.com.